Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a Sea Grant Oyster webinar. This is part 2 of 3. So we're so glad everybody could hop on today and join us. We're going to give everybody probably about 30 more seconds or so to join us, make sure we've got all of our viewers settled, and then we'll get started. So just hold on patiently.
I think we're good to go, Dani.
So then let's do it. Okay, so fantastic. Thank you everybody for joining us. Today we're going to talk about a little bit more of the resilience of oysters, wild and farmed, both before, during, and after the spill, as well as other influences that affect them. So thank you guys for joining us. We have 3 absolutely wonderful speakers today. Before we get started with all of our talks, I want to go over a little bit of who we are as Sea Grant and our oil spill science team. And now my slides will work. There we go. So we are part of Sea Grant. So Sea Grant is a 33 university-based program. So we have lots of coworkers, organizers, and we like to connect all throughout the world. Anywhere you've got a coastal environment, including the Great Lakes, you've got a Sea Grant team. So we're here to help you guys with whatever we can. We are non-advocacy and science-based. So we try to take all of the information that we get from reports as well as peer-reviewed literature and share it with whoever needs that. So as a team in the Gulf, we focus on anyone who needs a healthy Gulf to survive, but if you're anywhere else, your Sea Grant is there to help you with all of your information, your goals, and sharing whatever can make your lives easier with the science and the research that we have. So we focus on our research, our education, our extension, and we have over 50 years of serving America's coast. So I'm from Texas, so we're just about hitting our 50-year anniversary, but there's been many other Sea Grant programs that are there. So we've taken this time that we've had and really tried to build close connections with the communities that we are in. So I'm Dani. I am part of our oil spill science and outreach team, and we have a fantastic team here. So you see me on the right, I believe. We have Tara Skelton, who is our wonderful communicator with Mississippi, Alabama. There as well, we also have Steve. Steve keeps us all together, keeps all the gears moving forward. We have Emily Mong Douglas, that is in Louisiana. We have Monica Wilson in Florida, and Missy Partika, that is Mississippi, Alabama. So we have all of our experts, or our specialists, as we call ourselves, spread throughout the Gulf so that we each have our states and areas covered, but we also each have our specialties. So that way, if there's a topic or something that needs to be covered, we've got our scientific experts that we can talk to, as well as our team members that also understand a lot of what we're trying to take in science-wise and to deliver education and outreach as well. So we are part of the Gulf of Mexico Research Initiative. This was started with 500 million non-penalty funds from BP after the Deepwater Horizon spill. So it's been about 10 years since that time. Throughout that time, we have been managed by GOMA, and they have an independent research board, which means we're not connected with any other sort of corporation. Nobody's changing our science. So we fund science and outreach, and we have a variety of theme areas, some of those being fate and transport, chemistry, environmental wildlife, technology, and people. So we look at a lot of the research, we look at all of the research that's being done throughout the Gulf of Mexico on the Deepwater Horizon, and really try to share it with you guys and with anyone that has any questions on it, and make sure that you have the knowledge that you need or have questions about, and we can go forward. We're a neutral broker of information, so this is a two-way street. We want to know, and we try to take and assess what information is needed by people, what information is being published, and then we share that. And so we share this research in a variety of different ways, one of those being the fantastic webinar you are all joining us today. Thank you. We have seminars, we have outreach publications, we have a number of different videos. We'd love for you guys to be able to check those out after the webinar. So the link is down there at the bottom of the page, as well as links to all of our past seminars, webinars. Everything is saved on YouTube. So if you missed it, feel free to check out all of our other topics and questions and concerns and any more information you might be interested in. So finally, we have today's speakers. We have Jason Herman from the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. We have Dr. Bill Walton from Auburn University and Dr. Joe Fox from Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. So each of these speakers will be giving a wonderful presentation. And we are actually going to do our question and answer time at the very end of all of the three speakers. So if you have questions, please feel free to write them in the chat box. We'll be keeping track of them as we go along. And then once we get to the end of our last speaker, we'll have a question and answer period for everybody.